What a lovely morning, freezing cold, and I'm going to go for a walk. It's time I did something constructive, that I'm finally retired. This is week 3 of retirement, and I'm getting the urge to going out first thing in the morning, and Maureen's gone off to work. Just go for a walk. It's frosty this morning. Thought I'm not going to get wrapped up warm. Just get a pair of gloves on, stop my fingers freezing, a hat on my head, and just enjoy it. Sun's up over there, somewhere. To be honest, starting to put in a bit of weight on since I stopped working. So anyway, I'm a bit inspired by Steve Howson, who has a Man United YouTube channel, and he just goes for a walk and talk shit. Why not? I've been reading one of Gunter Steiner's autobiographies, and this is the second one, Unfiltered. Yeah, you gotta read his books, they're brilliant. But he said after he wrote his first book, which was a resounding success, he was asked if he could go back in and record the book of him reading it. What do they call it? An audio biography? Now, I'm not the fastest reader in the world, but it took me a few weeks to read it. Maybe 30 to 45 minutes ago. Anyway, he read it in 3 days, and he said he got sick of hearing his own voice, and he didn't speak for 2 days. You know what? Should be grateful that I've got this. This is just here for free. Just come out and enjoy it. Why not? Get the blood flow going. Start working on muscles and tendons and circulation. We'll just see how long this lasts. Across the road. Smells like somebody's spreading shit on the floor around in the fields. Somebody off to work. I don't have to do that anymore. Lucky me. I've got to start looking after myself though. Don't know who he was, but morning. Why not? So where's all the livestock then? That's the culprit of the smell anyway. A big stack of shit. You know, there's 2 times a year I really enjoy, and that's spring, when everything starts renewing and coming alive and it's fresh and there's hope, and you look forward to the lighter evenings and the warmer weather. And the other time of year that I actually really enjoy is about now, this time of year, after the depressing bit where everything's dying off and now everything's asleep for the cold. And then of course there's this weather that I used to regularly work in as a plumber and thought nothing of it. It's raining, it's snowing, it's dark, it's blowing a gale, it's freezing cold. Let's get on with it, Kev. Repairing a burst water main in the middle of a field. Middle of winter. Always touch that. Don't know. That's something we used to do this. Me and Maureen used to come out every day for a walk during COVID, when you were allowed out of the house for exercise. So I'm sure I was talking about something just then, but I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Oh yeah, plumber. You just get out and do work in this weather. That's wonderful. It's just so... Oh, such a good feeling. It's wonderful. Look. Look at blue sky. I thought it was going to be frosty last night when I came out with the bins. Seriously, just get out there. Get a pair of shoes on. Just go for a walk. I mean, tomorrow I might not feel like it, but this morning I just had this urge. I've just got to get out there. Just have to go for a walk. Yeah, I think we were listening to that Friday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday night. That's Steve Harley. Nothing wrong with the old stuff. The binmen come once a fortnight. So they've been this morning, all the bins are outside, waiting to be pulled back in. Those guys must enjoy the job. Out first thing, mind you, I bet some of them have got more than one job. Guy in his Porsche again. People are friendly around here. I already met somebody going the opposite direction on my initial walk. Heritage apples, eh? Somebody's selling heritage apples there in the farm gate. I've suffered with Achilles tendon problems for years, and a year ago I ripped the Achilles tendon where it attaches to the heel. All I was doing was walking, so that's a year of waiting for it to recover, I suppose. So this is a test. It's probably going to hurt like hell later, but as the old saying goes, use it or lose it. Hiya, hiya. We were watching an old Have I Got News For You on Catch Up, BBC Catch Up. Never really appreciated just how good they are until recently. So we've been going back over some of the older broadcasts. Sheila Hancock was a brilliant show with her on. She's so funny. Cruelly funny. Well, I've gone to the end of the road and back. I fancy doing a bit more, so I'll go the other way. Forrest Gump. Sod the running now, not doing that. Never liked running. Even as a kid. Cross country walking. This bridge was rebuilt. I think it was just as COVID ended, actually. Yeah, it was closed for a few weeks. It did a really good job. Oh, that house must have sold then. This one here, the old nursery. Used to be a nursery in that land and a small house. Anyway, the fella buggered off. And it was left empty for quite a while. And then one day I came home from work. I know some builders in there. They'd levelled the house. There was a big skip-like thing, and they were chucking all the bricks in, and out the other end was coming dust. Completely crushed the whole house. And then built a monstrosity of a house. Nobody lived in it for years. Eventually sold for a few million. So this must have been back when I was training as a plumber. 2004 maybe, yeah, over 20 years ago. And our plumbing trainer at college, he said that the people who bought it, because he had to go down he had to go down and see the plumbing apprentice at the time that was working in the place, and the people who bought the house didn't like the old-fashioned look. Brand new, bearing in mind all brand new built. I don't like that, rip it all out. I've got this grew in here then. Can I swap the screen round? Not sure I can. Well, I can't see without me without my eyes on. So still as a still thing. So what did you do today, Kev? Well, I did something useful. I went out and reminded myself just how bloody lucky I am to live where I do. And to be healthy enough to be able to get out and enjoy it. I'm just going to go to this footpath and then turn around and go back. An old railway station here from when actually I could go as far as that. There used to be a railway that came all the way up north here in the Isle of Man, all the way out to Peel, and it was all ripped up before my mum and dad came over here in 1975. All the old railway stations are still dotted around, but they've all been repurposed. I mean, this one was derelict for years. And Maureen's first two were little, used to come down here and they'd play in it. So that's an old railway station. Not sure which way the railway line used to come. I would think at this kind of an angle. Did it go? Don't know. Maybe it went through that way. through these gates here at an angle like 45 degrees to the road. Can't stop progress. And now the walk back home. When I first left the island to go away to college in 1986, I went down to College of Further College of Further Education in Dover, and I got friendly with one of the lads on the course. There was only 9 of us, and he was in the got my nose is watering. He was in the Chester Mountaineering Club. And Easter of that year, a really late Easter, and he said, let's go up to Snowdonia. The club's got a few huts to stay in. You can stay in them for nothing. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. So during Easter, went up there for a few days. I said, right, where are we going first then? He said, I've got a pair of boots. Still got them actually. We'll go up Snowdon, he says. Oh, that's alright, says me. Thinking, well, how long's that going to take, you know? You only got to go up a hill. So we stops off at Llanberis Pass. And starts walking on this path. The pig track. PYG. Loads of different routes up Snowdon. Anyway, after about 3 or 4 hours walking, I said, hey Malcolm, where the hell are we going? And he said, and we stopped and we pointed at a peak, and he says, we're going over there. I said, what? That's miles away. It was. It was an 8-hour round trip. And as you get to the actual the steep bits on Snowdon, the only way to get up is, well, on that track, is what they call the zigzags. It's like a gradual. By this time, we've been walking that long, I could barely lift my feet. So I was going up one zig at a time, and then a longer zag, and then a zig, and stopping. And there was quite a few people actually walking. There's even some people running. Training for the 12 peaks or something. Super duper fit. Maybe there was some forces people there as well. So as I was stopped catching my breath for a few minutes, Malcolm says, well, you can't stay here. And I said, I know that. I said, I've come this bloody far. I'm getting to the top, come what may. And it was a day like this. It was glorious. Got to the top of Snowdon, and you could see for absolutely miles. Not a cloud in the sky. It was glorious. Vivid memory. So go for a walk. If you really want to push yourself, go for a walk as far as you think you can go. But then of course you got to walk back. You're capable of doing a lot more than you realise. Believe me. When the chips are down, we're all tougher than we realise. Well, I'm back to the river. The rebuilt bridge, I don't know what it was called. The Gary Bridge or something. many years ago we had a flood, and that was up to water. There was water in the road down there. It never stopped raining, and that water was getting deeper and deeper. And I remember standing on our doorstep thinking, shit, what was if it carried on? Thinking about it now, that's ludicrous, because there would have had to have been millions of gallons of water to get up as far as this. I'm back home. I'm definitely going to have to do that again on days like this. On days like this.